Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the next episode of The Way I See It. Doing some shopping and just wanted to put this out there before it gets too dark out. So today, as I do every day, I try to, drop a little bit of information about what is going on in our society, how we can, leverage the new ways that you can live your life without having to go ahead and worry about what may keep you from doing that, avoiding, thoughts of like fear and doubt. And the way I see it, is I spend a lot of time talking about the previous videos, which is pretty much about like different ideas that you can use to build your presence online. And one thing about building your presence online that I always like to basically say is that you don't have to worry about people finding out things you don't want them to know about. So today's video will probably be about how do you choose what you want to put online and what you don't. So one thing that I think is important is that you need to consume the content that you actually are looking to get. So if that makes sense, let me see. So I want you to consume the information that you want out of your life. So if you are trying to get better at playing basketball, I don't know, like that's just an example, then you would watch, a lot of content that talks about, playing basketball, getting better at basketball. Another better example, if you're fishing and you wanted to be a better fisherman, you would go ahead and you would watch a lot of things about fishing. You would find out where people are fishing at, and you probably would communicate with them face to face. With me, building a online brand, that's going to take a lot of work on my end because I have to kind of learn how people are building their brands online. So I started to read a lot of books about the different people who are reading things online, how I can fit that into my days, and I try to do a small bit each day. So I'm trying to put my entire foot, both shoes on. I would start by grabbing the shoelaces, and I would grab, I would put the shoelaces into the shoe. I would put on one pair, the next day I would put on the other pair, and you would try them out. You would walk with them, on hard ground. You would walk with them in the house. You would walk with them on the street. You slowly move into it, and I found out that I get much more benefits out of going ahead and focusing in that mindset. Being able to be mindful on whether or not this is for you usually comes when you slowly do something. So that's like when I go ahead and I may get an offer in an email to sign up for something. I might check it out, but I'll watch a few of the bits of the content that's available for free. I try to find other people who are also consuming the content. I try to talk to them and see how they are with it. And I slowly move into this. So basically, this is not something that you're going to do overnight. This is not something that you just transform into in a day. This is basically changing. If you want to change the things about yourself, about your life, you got to change yourself. And so the benefits that comes from doing things like this, you also get a chance to understand how you can be, more disciplined in other parts of your life. Maybe if you wanted to basically wake up earlier and start, a workout routine, or if you were learning a new language, or if you were trying to save money, during different parts of your budget. Those are some of the things that I like to pay attention to. I also try to see if I can do some of these things more autonomously, which is basically if you do it more and more and more, you build this habit, and then you're just saving money, for example, automatically because you have these methods on autopilot on your phone, or maybe you go ahead and you start to work out at home rather than going to the gym, because working out at home provides you an opportunity to not have to trick yourself into not going to the gym, or if it's raining, or if it's too cold, or you woke up late. You can always do it. You have your stuff right near your bed, or if you're lucky enough to have a whole nother room, you could put everything in another room and make sure you get to that room every day. You start out tricking your mind by getting yourself to do things at 15 minutes, increments, and then slowly moving up every single day with that. These are good ways that I've used that helps me to pursue different things, because I found out that I've noticed more problems looking for other people to have the answer than me just actually trying it out and seeing it actually works. So that's one of the things I want to just talk about today. Normally I talk about like different ideas on building your business and stuff like that, but I feel like at this point, I've been doing this for 4 months now. So, I was able to go ahead and take my the content I wrote down in a book and moved it to a computer text file. Then from there to a shared document. Then from a shared document to now to an actual online newsletter. And then I'm going to start to use that time to build those things up. Then I started to pick up other things like reading new content from people that I'm actually interested in, following them because they have habits and a lifestyle that I actually want to learn more about. And hopefully with all these different pinpoints that I'm actually making around here, the social media, platforms, algorithms will help me find more people who are thinking like me. And you can stop having people who aren't thinking like you be around you, because at the end of the day, there's a term, it takes a village, to raise a child. It takes a community to put things together. And in order for me to actually be, more like the people I want, I have to kind of like figure out whether or not the community is right for me. So I'm gonna end it right there. Thanks so much for listening. If you like these type of videos, you can subscribe. My content is going to be more focused on building the business and how I'm actually going to share and find more ways to kind of give that information back to you as I continue to learn it. So this is like a work in progress thing. So take care.